Selene. Happy Tuesday. Just thought I'd come in for a chat. Oh, my card matches my card. Matches my cup. I hope you guys are having a good day. When you get here, just let me know that you found us. I am making swaps today. I typically, with a new catalog, I will sign up for a few swaps. I have a 1-for-1 swap and I am behind. So I thought I would take this opportunity to show you what I'm doing. Catalog or an online exclusive release called Creative Haven. It is a beautiful set of products, and I decided that that was what I was going to do to make my swaps. So I'm just going to flip over to my hands and show you some of the products that are in this suite. Here, let me get rid of that. My goodness. And of course, I'm live now and my ribbon has disappeared, but I'll show you the bow that I tied. It's right here. So here we go. Hey, Vicky, good to see you. Looks like I am happily live. My husband's coming in from the kitchen to tell me that I'm good. Thank you, Brian. Okay, so I have this and these ribbons, which I already tied into bows. If I find the roll of ribbon, I must have moved it in my cleaning flurry because I do that. But here are some of the designs. This one, of course, would be for sewing. And you get 2 each of these in a package during the pre-order. Now, demonstrators like Vicky have the opportunity to go in and order this stuff before it's available to the general public. But next month it will be active, so you can do that. But this is the back side. So pretty, Coastal Cabana. So the next pattern is this one, and this one is all about books. And the back kind of looks like, I don't know, coffee splashes. I really kind of like it. Very pretty. And then this one is, I'm guessing, A Day at the Spa. So it's got creams and lotions and eye masks and hair combs and all of that. And then these great chairs. I mean, who didn't have one of these in their house when you were a kid? My parents had 2 of these, and probably that color too. Just love it. Let's see. All right, and then it comes with 2 sets of these die cut images. So these, you can see, are already just falling right out of the die cuts. Stampin' Up! Has been doing a great job with these, and I'll just walk you around. We got a camera and a coffee or teacup, tea bag with the little, thingy that comes off of it. And then tags for creating cards. And like I said, 2 of each. It's quite the collection. Here is creams, and so adorable. So while we're looking at this, I'll bring in and show you the images in the stamp set. These are your images. And this one really spoke to me because I think everyone is going through something. Hey, Tanya. And lately it seems like the things we're going through are kind of big, Everybody's got something. So, deep breath. You've got this. Friends like you are golden. You're the best. So happy to have you in my life. Here, let me go a little closer. You deserve all the good things. I love that. I'm always saying all the things. And then these little stars for highlighting your images once you've got your center panel. So for my swap, I am going to be doing heat embossing, but I wanted to show you the dies. I put them on a magnet, and if you want to find these magnet sheets, they are in my Amazon link pad that is up in my creative group. But I actually put them on these just to make it easier on myself, and these are all the shapes, and they go with the stamp set. So obviously this one goes here, and these are like little tag cutouts that you can use to make these into tags. So that's a circular one, and that's an oval one. Just great stamp set. Great bundle. Okay, so let's flip that out of the way for a second. Next, I want to show you my idea, because, you know, when you're doing a swap, the hardest part is coming up with the idea, right? And I really loved this this phrase here, friends like you are golden. So I put it on a block. Here we go. And I pulled out my Embossing Editions toolkit. Now, I store mine in the box that it came in, just because I don't want to lose any of the pieces. And then when I want it, it's all right where I want, you know, right where I have it. This is a double-sided, and it's a ceramic tip tweezers. So you squeeze it and it opens, and then when you go to pick up an item with it, you can hold on to it fairly easy, and it helps you not burn your fingers with the heat tool. But that's what that's for. And then the paintbrush. This is an embossing buddy and a powder pal. So we always joke that when you're doing heat embossing that you need a buddy and a pal. I don't know about you guys, but when I was a brand new stamper, this was one of my absolute favorite techniques out of the gate. I really thought that it was totally magical to melt powder into liquid looking stuff. And I don't know, maybe it's the science kid in me. I love all that kind of thing. Oh, so I'm going to take my paper. I don't need that one. And I'm going to swipe it with my buddy to get, and what the buddy does is it gets all of the static electricity or any imperfections off your paper so that the powder is more likely to stick. Then we need something sticky. So you can either use, well, if you use white, it wouldn't matter because it's white cardstock. But if you want it to be clear, you would use Versamark. And this is a watermark ink. So if you stamp it on, for example, darker paper, you'll get a watermark. And then it just has to dry. Or you can use setting 1 on your heat tool. So this is another tool. So setting 1 on the heat tool is for just setting wet ink. And setting 2 is for melting powder. Okay. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Sharon. So good to see everybody. So if you have questions as you go along, please put them in the comments. I am watching and waiting for you to guide me here if you have anything. Anyway, I'm going to flip this over and stamp it on my white paper. And like nothing has happened yet, right? Because we've got a clear liquid. It's like we got a clear ink, invisible ink. I'm going to put the Versamark off to the side. And then bring in my embossing powder. I am working with the Wow Gold embossing powder because friends like you are golden, right? Hey, Jolene. Good to see you, my friend. Okay, so then I'm going to pick this up, and it's still wet. And I'll put it over my tray. And add my powder. Look, I stamped it crooked, and it doesn't matter because we can cut it out after. I'll put that to the side, and I do like to funnel my powder back in quickly after, but I'm going to set that to the side for just a second and do some heating first. So this is all powder that's sitting on top of my Versamark and waiting to be heated. Now at this point, if I had any unwanted flecks of powder hanging out, because it happens, you know, you have stuff on your fingers, the embossing buddy looks like it did its job, because there's really nothing. What I would do at this point is take my paintbrush and paint around to remove any unwanted, oh, there is one little speck right there. Ha, see? Glad I did that. Guess I should put my glasses on. Glasses are very helpful when you're crafting. When you need it. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see this. And I'm going to turn on the heat tool, so hopefully it's not too loud. I'm going to let it heat up for a second. Let me put that back in the holder. And then I'm actually going to heat it from the bottom. Now, let's see. You can go top or bottom, but like until it really starts to melt. Hey, Judy. It's magical. All right, so it's starting to melt. So I'm going to actually work from the bottom up. So whenever you do something to a piece of paper, water, heat, it can sometimes warp your paper. And if you do the same thing to the other side, it will kind of help you bend it back. So if you're watercoloring and you get your paper oversaturated, you can get the back side of your paper wet, and it will make it so that it will come out better. Here, let's see. I'm just going to unplug that because I don't need to do another one just yet. Okay, so then we would want to bring in the dies and cut this bad boy out. So here's my die, and here's my cut and emboss. And I've already made one of these, so I have a Post-it note going so that when I roll this through and I'm afraid that it's going to move around, because this one's pretty tight to the image, if I'm going to go this way and emboss after, I can stick it down, put my cutting pad on top. And by the way, sorry that I went out the frame for a minute. You notice how terribly worn this pad is? This is my best cutting pad. It has probably, they say that you have to replace them after so many cuts, but I will tell you, I probably have had this pad for about 5 years. It's the one that sits on the bottom, and I keep flipping it over. This one is the one that ends up warped, and when you put it on, you want to make sure when you go in through the die cutter that if this were a peanut butter sandwich, you would want the peanut butter to be oozing in the middle because you put so much peanut butter. So you definitely want to roll it through like a rainbow. So like this. So I'm going to do this again. I was telling my friend Michelle, her last name is Golden, that this is going to be her favorite new stamp set. Again, available on pre-order during the $35 starter kit special, which is kind of a no-brainer. If you need something, call me, because honestly, it's such a great deal. We added 26 new people to our team this during this promotion so far, and we're not slowing down. Anyway, so you roll this through the embossing machine or the die cutter, and then it comes out like this. Sneaky, huh? All right, so I already started these swaps, so I'm making 16 of these. And I did do the supply list in the top description. So if you're looking for the name of the embossing folder, you know I don't remember it, but I did put everything with hot links in the description. The Creative Haven suite is not available yet, so it won't. My program won't allow me to make a link for it. But if you're signing up to be a demonstrator, you can get this pre-order item as part of your starter kit special. Okay, so this is one of the papers that I showed you if you're just jumping on already. And then I have, last night I made these already. So this green is the back side of one of those patterns. I think I showed you all the patterns. Anyway, we're just going to attach that. I was really hoping that I could find my ribbon because I want to show you how I made the bows. They're kind of cool. So I'll attach that, and then I need a card base, and I worked back and forth with this a little bit, and I decided to go with espresso. But when I'm sending this out as a card swap, I'll make sure that I put a light color on the inside because the base is so dark, but it's just so darn pretty with the espresso, don't you think? Yeah, 26 people, Bonnie. Unbelievable. So I have 7 so far, and there are people that have been texting me that they're going to sign up and they just haven't yet. So I'll wait for that, obviously. Oh, geez, distracted. I do really need to find that ribbon. Give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. Because I need a piece going across. Here, I got a new roll over here. I was tying bows last night, so it should be in one of these buckets, but it's not. It's okay. So, you can order, if you order the suite in the starter kit, you can order up to 2 extra embellishments. So I actually did order all 3 pieces. I ordered all 3 rolls of ribbon. So 2 of them are in a bucket somewhere because I tied bows last night. Okay. So now, you guys who are in my stamp club know this trick. I get on the sides, add the ribbon going across, and then because the sides are already sticky, well, this one doesn't want it. Isn't that cute? It looks like hearts. I know it's like a chevron, but to me, I see hearts. I see stampers with heart. Yes, I do. Let's see. All right. So those of you that donated to the fundraiser, we are still working on the PDF, and that's going to be out by November 5th, if not sooner, as promised. And we're up to over $14,000. I looked today, and we've raised $14,600 to fight cancer. So if you were here, hey, Kristen, if you were here or if you joined us on Saturday at Harmony Hall, just seriously, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Like, I can't tell you what it means to me and how many lives are impacted because you guys donated. So thank you. Hopefully someday we'll live in a world that doesn't have cancer. But until then, we'll keep raising money. We heard from a young lady at the event named Amy, and Amy was telling us, oh, that's my heater. Amy was telling us about how she was able, because of our event, to go and visit one of the research labs and how they're using AI to detect breast cancer after a mammogram. So they run it through an AI computer, and the computer can detect it when the human eye didn't. So there's some pretty awesome things happening. Okay, so that's my card. And now I want to show you how I made the bow, because I have all the bows pre-made, but wouldn't it be better if I just show you how I made it? So I took 2 pieces of ribbon. So I'll just cut this in half because my 2 rolls are MIA. Good thing I bought a 3rd one. So 2 pieces of ribbon instead of 1, and I'm going to wrap it around with my ribbon on the right and in the back, and I fold it on the left hand side and then go around. Then the piece that's on the bottom stays on the bottom. I go under to close up that back, go over to make a touchdown, and then I pull both pieces to the back like this. Then I scooch the one that's on the bottom out of the way and tie this down. I asked my daughter if she would make me a bow maker. If you Google how to make a bow with a 2-tine fork, that's what the concept of this is. But the nice part about a bow maker like this is you can decide what size bow you want to make. And Alexis was bummed, I'll tell you, because of the 35 deal, because she bought it and it was $99 2 months ago. So those of you that are signing up and getting $125 in product for only $35, she was like, I would do it again in a minute if I could, but I'm already a demonstrator. So funny. And she just signed up for the deal. She's away at school and she doesn't, she wouldn't be able to continue right now, but you never know how things change, So that's my bow. And let's bring the card back in. Here is my glue dots. And this is one of those backwards rolls. So the glue dots on top. So you just fold it back. And don't touch the glue dot. Put the item on the glue dot. Push down. and lift the glue dot off, and then you can put it on your card. So that's number 2. Now I only have 14 more to make. Too funny. Isn't that great? Yeah. And you know what? That fundraising, it always surprises me. It's not a me thing. It's an us thing. So I just want to say thank you for donating what you can to that. It really makes a difference in the lives of so many people. I'm very, very grateful. And so today was just a sneak peek. No class going on, but I still am doing the Jar of Joy special. And that is, let's see. Nope, that's not it. The Jar of Joy special was, if you spend $50 in my online store, I will send you the Jar of Joy class that I did last week on Facebook and YouTube. So if you're, looking around, you can find that on my YouTube channel. And it was just free. I did the class for free, but if you want the packet and you spend $50, I'll send that off to you. And if you spend $100, I'll also send you an embellishment from my stash. So anyway, yeah, thank you. Oh, you want to look at the cards? We can do the old Zoom-a-vision. Yay. Zoom. Yeah, so friends like you are golden. Super heartfelt thank you. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next week on Tuesday. Have a great day.